Hello and welcome to Dynasty SMP. This is a server I was in a little while ago with a couple friends. It has ended now, but I thought that we can now do a world tour and show you about. And there's also a world download. I'll put that in the description. I've also left all the mods of it because there is a lot of mods you need to get onto this world. And yeah, so we're gonna start off with the base I had during the season, and then we'll go around everyone's bases. So this is my main castle that I had. When you come in here, this is the main entrance. I never really decorated in here. I decorated in this room, but I never really decorated. It's just a bunch of rooms that are empty. See, these are all empty. So when you download the world, feel free to add like your own stuff into the rooms if you want. This is kind of like where I did all like my working. I had my chests. I also had Pop Dot in here. If we go up, you can see I had a little treasure room. Don't mind that. It's a texture pack. I had it for Velvet Craft, okay? But yeah, this is like my treasure room where I had all my treasures. This is like the... Oh, whoops. Let me just patch that up. But yeah, this is like the upstairs. You could go up here, look out. I can't remember what this was. I think we just put there as a joke. But yeah, my castle, honestly, I hardly did anything to my castle. I built it and kind of gave up. But I made a she statue, like, you know, last life. So yeah, and there's also Joel and Lizzie up there, so. And down here, this is kind of where, like, I had my farms and that. This is my barn with my overpopulation of chickens. This is my wheat field and windmill. And here's my bee house and the little villager house I made on the last episode, which is very cute. Like, I wish I made it sooner. And here's my bee house, which I never really used. It's very cute. But yeah, that's pretty much my base. We'll go with Lyle's base because they had a very impressive base. Okay, this is Lyle's base. I loved Lyle's base during this, by the way. It was amazing. So they have their TNT. Yay! They have their sheriff office. I loved it. But yeah, that's the prison. The sheriff office. Here's the laws. That is so many laws. Okay, there wasn't a lot of laws really, I guess. That's the sheriff office. Over here, I actually didn't really explore that area much. I think it's like a cafe. I think. I'm not gonna take any guesses. I'm just gonna guess it's a cafe, okay? But it's very cute. I like it. I like it. And they have these vines. And they have their horses. I think that was one of like the first things they built. They had horses. There's also like a summoning room down here. So in here there was a little something. I don't quite know what this was for, but it was for something. Skizzlebald. Oh my gosh. It's Bald Skizzleman. Okay. Wait, I just realized there's more to Lyle's bar. This is like a bedroom. Maybe it was like a tavern. Is there anything in here? No. Over here is a cute little house. Yeah, there's dogs in that cute little room up here. They also had a little house down here. Very cute. But yeah, they had chests. Of course they had a clock. Okay. And down here, just like their chests and that. Yeah. They have the nether portal down here. And all the way up at the top of the mountain, I think is another house. I remember I like sold my soul in here to Valerie once. Chests. These are all empty, pretty sure, yeah. Flike! Okay, so this is where Flike is, if you guys want to meet the legendary Flike. In the house on the hill, okay? Oh my gosh, Lyle's kingdom looks so cool. This is gonna be the thumbnail. I think we're gonna move on to the next base now. I don't quite know where his end base is, because I know that he moved base at some point to the end. But this is 6-6's base. See his field, his chicken army, crystals, nether portal back here, by the way. That's the nether portal. The next person is Red with their pigmentindia. Yeah. Their base isn't exactly finished, but it's still really cool. It's very cool. I like it a lot. The inside's like a maze though, low-key. Why is there so many holes around it? I do not know. They started making a village as well. Very, very cute. Red, you're a great builder if you're watching this. There's the farm. I don't know if I want to go inside or not, 'cause I'll just get lost. Wait, I can go in here. So there's the throne room. That's the stairs to lead down to like the very complicated hallways that I've gotten lost in many, many times. But yeah, the next person we're gonna go see is Valerie's base. So Valerie, their lore was that they were part of the Deep Dark. They have like these like, I forgot what they're called, like walkways and bridges. But the Deep Dark is underground. I Where the freak is the staircase? That is a really cool banner. I think it's, no, that's just their bedroom. This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Unless this just goes down to bedrock. I don't know. I haven't really explored people's bases that much, okay? I think this might be just be like a strip mine. Oh, okay, this is a deep dark. Okay, those stairs were to the deep dark. It is rated, but you can still explore it. This looks really cool with my new shaders. Wow. Yeah, this is a deep dark, and we died a lot in here. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, see? The Skulk Empire. Okay, the next base we're gonna go to is the Fairy Province. This is Becky's base. I don't think it was ever finished, but there's definitely a lot of sheep in that. Cute little, like, waystone area. Oh, it's so cute. I love this. This has been so cool to see finished. I love this. There isn't a lot to see here, so I'm just gonna move on. So, the next person is Seb with his Ferg. He made a mushroom, a green mushroom, and this waystone thing. I keep forgetting what they're called, okay? They had an enchanting setup in the little hill over here. They had their storage in that. Wait, no, I don't think he ever finished his base either. Oh, he never finished. Oh, yeah, there's a little bald spot in your mushroom. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that though. And we're gonna go to Salmon's base now. Salmon's base was very impressive. I love Salmon's base. Look at that. It looks like a Disney castle or something out of Disney. This is their waystone area. It was a cave, and I hope you don't mind me breaking your vines. Beware of the sirens. It's like a siren cave, I think. I don't know. But their base was very, very cool. They made this in like the first week of the server as well. And they have little mini armor stands. So here's an empty room with heads. This was her like chest area, waystone. If you go out here, there's the balcony. Very, very cute. It like wraps all the way around. This was her bedroom with a yellow bed. I approve of this, Salmon. Yellow bed, amazing. They had a balcony up here and their enchanting area. I don't know how to get into there. I don't want to break anything, but that's the enchanting area. I don't know how to get in there, but like, you know, that's pretty much Salmon's base. This was a rock. This is a rock. Gym. Okay, this is Jim's rock. Pretty sure over here, yeah, this is Zoe's island. Zoe had an island. They never really came on the server though, which, yeah. But anyways, next person, Cat. We love Cat. Okay, so Cat was like the only other person that uploaded this series. So this is their starter base. I love their starter base. I love it. I also love the biome they picked to be in. It's stunning. They have this area here, a waystone inside their house. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is their farm. Very lovely farm. Wait, that is so cool. I don't know why I like that. And they made this really cool barn here, which is also really cool. I really like this. Cat, teach me how to build. But yeah, this is Cat's area. If I remember correctly, Gwen also stayed in like the magic forest. I don't have their waystone anymore, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Another person that was on the server is Lucy's Jelly Cove. Look at how cute this area is. That house is adorable. They have a really cute farm. Oh, they have wandering trader llamas, and they have a tower. Lula Nugget or Lucy. Enchanting area in there. This is the interior. There's their bedroom. Very, very cute. This is really close to spawn, by the way. It's like only like 200 blocks away, I think. I don't know. Next we can go to Griff's base. Okay, this is Griff's base. He never really built anything because he kind of started like actually playing on the server quite late. So there isn't much here. But there's a cave because you know how much Griff loves his caves, right? At the end. Let's go to the end. I do Zoe's Island, but Zoe's Island was like, we already did that. This is the end portal. There is a geode above the end portal, by the way. Look how cool that is. Just imagine you're like walking in and you go like, whoop. So this is the end. I think it's over here. It's the Salmaris end farm. Salmon made this. It's an end farm. You can get like ender pearls in that. Very long bridge. And there's this. And there is Enderman that would spawn. But yeah, they would spawn, drop, you'd kill, and holy fool. We can go from here. I think that is everything I have saved on my waystones. But yeah, this is where it all started. You know, we only ever had one princess ball and it was me, and it failed miserably. But that was the princess balls. This was originally we had Armor's Workshop, but it wasn't working for a lot of people, so we changed it to the supply station instead, like the Armor Workshop area. This is the spawn circle. I think that is pretty much all I can show you. I will put a bit of coordinates at the end to like everyone's faces, because you obviously don't have the waystones because you've never played this before. In the link in the description, there is the world download, and there's also a folder with all the mods. They're fabric mods, by the way, 1.20.1. Make sure to remember that. You might want to find a tutorial to install mods if you don't know how, but the world version is 1.20.1 and those mod versions are 1.20.1. So when you get into mods, make sure you do it right, otherwise it will not work. It'll just crash, okay? That's pretty much it. So goodbye. This was a very fun series, by the way. I will do something like this again, maybe.